Those that found me from the Bohemians projects, this is also kind of a project of mine, making the Bohemian Highway, where I had taken a brand new Super Cub and did a bunch of modifications and bought a bunch of gear and decided to go to Carp Lake from Midland, which was over like 500 plus miles. This is kind of the resulting show that I'm still working on. So that kind of sucks. That's why I'm kind of dragging my heel for half a minute before I take back off, so that way I have a navigation. I gotta kind of stick to the script. Take some of the more direct routes. No more single track. I'm just running out of time. I don't really have to be there till like 4 o'clock. Is checking the 7th, so I have time. It's the 5th today. Happy Cinco de Mayo. So we'll see how that all pans out. Yeah, that's about it. Of course, it starts to rain. Leaving camp. POV only. A mixture of power. A little low. Not too bad though. Actually, I have a fair amount of batteries, but I don't want to keep on pandering to all these cameras and everything right now. I'm a little behind schedule in my mind's eye because I've got a ways to go. How much progress we're making versus how much more progress we're gonna. I mean, 5 miles sometimes flies by. Sometimes a mile can take forever. It's really weird. According to stats on the old tracker thing I got, averaging about 25 miles a day, and that, yeah, this math, catches me from, because close, like a million miles away. That continues. Happy Cinco de Mayo. POV only because it's cold and Cam's running battery. I only have this one battery left, so I gotta get into the Helix box. My battery's out. But no. So, I'm in Lewisville, whatever. Over there. Twin Lakes. The town's not called Twin Lakes. Didn't even come here. But I think when I should have said. The thing is, I had just checked my map too, but there was a little weirdness with the road, but it's fine. So now leaving the Twin Lakes area, I got a full tank of gas and all the supplies for the morning. It's just now I have to find a place to make camp. And around here with all the rivers and streams, it's like all full of like cabins and houses and whatnot, so it's all private. I gotta find some place I can sneak off and make camp. Another thing, I'm still trying to keep to as many like dirt roads as I can, even though they're kind of more main thoroughfares. The one thing I noticed is they're kind of more muddy than the less traveled dirt roads. Check this out. Should work. Boom, like a whole new day. I've been saving that for a while. Now's that time. We just got onto East Branch Road. Hey, onto East Branch Road from I think 622. So we're gonna be taking this for a while. I think we're finally heading westish, but north nonetheless. We're actually not super far away from where I was hoping to get today, Wolverine. So next time, it's a private, I don't think it's a drive, but private property, but there's surprisingly a lot of traffic out on these weird things, because there's like an elk viewing area and whatnot. I don't know if that's why, but I've seen like 6 or 7 trucks today. And after yesterday, this old man, I don't even think he's seen I was on the side of the road. He passed within a foot of me. I don't think I had any footage of that, unfortunately. It wasn't even like something scary. I don't think you'd probably even notice it too much on cam. So all of a sudden, oh, there's a truck. He's coming. I'm doing my thing. All of a sudden, I don't even know I was there. I am very, yeah. So, and it was a sunny day with shadow cast. Anyways, I'm gonna turn this off and get a few things wrapped up and get back on the road. Hi, Felix. Actually, I'm gonna spray a little bit on the chain. It's making weird noises, so I'll take care of that ish. Sometimes I find when I'm editing like my interactions with the camera and reviewing this, that I come off as sometimes like a little like upset or kind of mad sometimes. It's been difficult kind of to convey that I'm actually having a really good time out here. This is another for now. See how it goes. Day 5. Just got out of Ottawa. I tried to go to Tyler first. That was a bust. I think I have that kind of on camera. I'm not sure. Still is the POV, unfortunately. This weather's a problem. Problematic. Not really a problem, just problematic. Cell phone died. I had to get around all these lakes and rivers and shit, so I've been on tarmac more than I want to. Now it's phone's dead. I found this side road. I don't know where and what the hell it's doing. So I just want to get off a main road, off a side road, off a fucking this and that, the other thing. Find a place to make a camp. Don't piss people off. Or get arrested or something. Day 5. Raining as usual. Low on batteries. Power's been a thing off and on because of the cold. Phone's completely dead. So the connection's really funky. I don't know why. So I have it in my bag. I can't move. I'd like to get at least 5 minutes, 5% charge on it, because I've been traveling blind for about 10 minutes and actually got turned around once. So finally found something that doesn't seem to be piping me on. And I'll meander out here for about 10 minutes or so. And the plan is to figure out where in the hill's eye is. Hopefully, the road's not that far away though. Hopefully find some land I can call home for a night. Build a structure, be able to slip and rain. So, still waiting. I just now got to 5 and it's been like, not quite 10 minutes. Yeah, drip this in. How much I can do, I'm all wet on my everything. So, which meant I'm kind of cold, especially my hands, and I've been trying to, my body's kind of warmed up from me doing some exercise and stuff, but my hands are still very, very cold. So, I got quick access to these.
What these are just practically little briquettes made out of sawdust and wax, I believe. They're fantastic. They'll burn anywhere. They have no smoke. They're non-toxic, and I use them at home actually for lighting the wood stove.
These things rock. Well, I had this interesting kind of moment of thought, whatever. It's been 5 days. I've been on some longer camping trips and stuff. It's been a minute. But it seems like it works out like this. That's like, weekend kind of travels work out pretty good because you start out 3 days. It's not bad. For the most part, you can have enough supplies and everything to work adequately for 3 days. 4th day, holes start to appear. 5th day, all the holes for the most part. I mean, everything can happen later on too, doesn't matter. But things happen, you have to make an adjustment. And that's why I think I like to be out for more than 10 days, because it's like like I said, you start out cushy, things fall apart, you learn how to compensate for those problems. So you learn, you grow from the adjustment and get better, and then like you grow. I mean, it really is. It's a growing thing when you do this kind of stuff. I love it. Struggle is part of it. It really is. And people like this don't think, right, a lot of people just don't get that.
Struggle is part of it, and I guess I gotta kind of remember that when people ask me why I do this kind of stuff. If it comes off so difficult, even when they watch some of these videos, you know, I kind of come off as angry or even kind of depressed, I guess. I had mentioned it in the very first episode that I must be a glutton for punishment, and I guess when you consume all this kind of punishment that you have to endure, you become a much stronger person, and you realize that, you know, the everyday grind really just isn't anything. Now, why I think that's fun, I really couldn't tell you, but I do. I really do enjoy doing this kind of interesting endurance challenges, I guess.
Have you watched Stand By Me? Yeah, I just have to come through here, so I had a sharp drop off. I had to put my leg out. I'm loving this going slow right now because it's so cold. Back on whatever the hell road that was.
I look like I'm kind of in the middle of nowhere, but actually you could kind of see through the trees like I can. There's Yeah, my phone died a while ago, and I kind of know which way to go. However, I can't really navigate like I like to, knowing where the sun is because everything's all gray. And I do carry a compass, and I kind of embarrass myself here, but I'm going to leave this in anyways because it's an orienteering compass. And I do know how to orienteer, kind of. I don't have a map, so I obviously can't do it properly. But looking how I was holding this and everything, it's like, I know I just kind of get a general bearing, but that was pretty sad, Dan. But I will admit this, I did make the right turn on this one, so it worked. It worked.
Alright. Day 5, Camp 4. I'm actually on the edge of Sheboygan. That's what I'm going to say. And there's no place to camp. It's been raining all freaking day. I put down a ton of miles because everything all of a sudden turned to like a lot of privately owned, and then it all turned to privately owned, and then like sanctuary stuff. I had like, there's no place to camp. And I ran out of batteries on a lot of stuff, including my phone, which I have to take care of here shortly. I'm not going to say the same thing again on this, but I had to come. This is like a logging, like surveying, like trail thing. I'm not even sure what the hell this is. It's a horrible place to camp, is what this is. I'm going to show what I understand in a second, but realistically, I'm in a horrible floodplain. And it's raining. That's already bad, so I wouldn't recommend that. So, tripod. I brought it and haven't really used it all that much because, well, weather sucks and it's hard to use the Canon a lot. But it has come in handy a couple times now. So I was getting a pulling thing here. That. Ugh. A little hard to do one-handed. Take care of that. Boom. I just hop on it this morning, then. Nope, I didn't. Speaking of which, we're gonna swap out.
Seems like I'm always pandering to batteries. The next time I do this, I gotta figure out either different batteries or like a bigger battery cell just to hook the cameras to, or something that can at least manage the cold better.
So, for my next trick, I'm gonna cut these out and then just use these as like over gloves for my riding gloves, because every time I take my gloves out, these just no. God damn it, China. They actually stitched, which I guess okay if they did it better in other spots, but actually stitched the whole thing to where the Velcro strap thing is. Do a little prickly in here. Well, that's actually surprisingly strong. Right, yeah. My socks tucked into my pant legs. And actually I'm going to have, you can't really see them, but these rain pants over top of all this before I get in there. Hand warmer stuff everywhere. I have a few in my pockets and a few in the sleeping bag. And now I'm making some tea, and what's that inside there? It's a honey packet.
I'm definitely an unusual fellow, especially the way I swazzle my tea and honey together. I guess that's what I really also enjoy about doing these kind of adventures as I watch this and try to figure out why I do what I do sometimes. I'm in a miserable spot. I'm in a swamp. It's raining. It's cold. It's crappy. And I am happy. I'm able to make my home here. I mean, very comfortably. I mean, I'm going to sleep quite well tonight, and I did. I'm just happy to be here, actually. I guess that goes back to what I was saying earlier about how you struggle and then you grow stronger and you realize you can endure, and I realize that I can live here. I've lived many places. I've lived actually some things worse than this, in sub-zero temperatures, wind and snow and blah blah blah. And right now, actually, life is fantastic.